I'm DeVante from the Life Currency, or TLC, and just want to talk a little bit about my experience working with who I would honestly call the dynamic duo of the Digital Jane team, Alice and Takira. And we worked with them here at TLC in a number of ways, and I could probably go on and on about um, how much I miss them, truly. But essentially, they were brought on to basically help us from an organizational perspective understand what's achievable, and from an operational perspective, how to achieve it and how to continue achieving those things in a very realistic, very concise, very streamlined way. And I think that, when I'm reflecting back on just kind of the highlights of working with TDJ, I think what really stands out is this like attention to detail, of course, but beyond that, remembering how coming to every meeting they were just super prepared and maybe over prepared, but like always on it and never missing, and just always able to kind of jump into any kind of meeting, whether that be a creative brainstorm or an operational chat, just like about the business and like the state of things. Um, they're able to kind of jump in and take all of those things and consolidate it, and build out this very like well captured but highly considered approach to what we needed. And I think it was amazing to just kind of watch them in action, especially from a very in tune place, and understanding. It was like working with someone who was just hearing you, and knew exactly what you needed. And if something missed the mark or something wasn't quite sticking, they were able to jump in and be like, hey, like, is there something better that we can do? Or like, I think this could be better for you. So um, I think that like level of consideration was just amazing. And I think the kind of contributions that they brought went beyond just kind of like those organizational things as well. They helped us build out basically a structure and process of our own around building SOPs, so that no matter what, if TDJ was working with us or not, if our team was changing and evolving, if our priorities were shifting, or we were, kind of like shifting gears project to project, we were always able to have like a highly documented process around doing that. Um, but also kind of this security in knowing that no matter how our team is changing, we're always going to know how to kind of bring people in, and make sure that what they do is clear, but then also um, what from a TLC perspective, our goals are, what our priorities are, and kind of like communicating that in a really really clear way. um, and again, that attention to detail kind of just creeped in because that approach was so customized and so scalable. And like our team has definitely evolved since then, and has just kind of like opened up our bandwidth and capacity to focus on what we do best, and ultimately like envision like a brand new team and like set of goals and priorities for um, what we're doing right now. And I think it's brilliant. And I think that the Digital Jane team, Alice and Takira especially, are just an absolute pleasure to work with. And I think beyond being extraordinary and just brilliant, have been such a huge point of inspiration for me at this stage early on in my career. So here's to Alice and Takira and the whole team. Thank you so much. We miss you, and we hope that you guys have just all the success in the future.